I think, let's see here what we got going on. What did that
Ding,
do?
ding, 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 ding.
I think we're live, gents. I think
Howdy.
we're live. Welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
I'm Zach.
And I'm BJ.
We have quite the show for you tonight, friends. We have a very big cocktail show. And
Christmas cocktail.
Christmas cocktails,
Nonetheless.
It's time for the holidays.
Yeah. It's 1 week, the final countdown before Christmas. And
It's the final countdown.
we welcome you all to the show, and we're going to talk some big deal cocktails tonight. So
We are. We talk to you all the time about good whiskey. At this point, if you're a faithful follower, you should know how to pick a decent whiskey. You should at least have picked a decent whiskey and have something in the pantry by now.
or
It's
at
a
least
pretty
the
solid
basics.
whiskey.
At least the basics, right?
Yeah, a pretty solid go-to.
Get you an Elijah Craig.
And what we're here to talk to you about tonight is that it doesn't matter sometimes if you've got the best whiskey, if you don't have the other good basics, which is the good solids to a good cocktail, you can mess things up. So tonight we're going to talk to you a little bit about ginger ale. We're going to talk to you a little bit about good accoutrements. We're going to talk to you, those accoutrements, by the way, would be good bitters, good cherries, not just the ice cream maraschino cherries, but
No
true
maraschinos.
Luxardo maraschino cherries, a good bar cocktail cherry.
Actually, so we brought back the up close camera again. Up close camera. So once we mention some of the goods, I can bring them up to the camera for everyone to see. So Luxardo cherries, I know we talked about those last show.
Yeah.
There
So
you
it
go.
goes into an old-fashioned.
What else did we bring out to the table today? Zach,
We
what
got a
is-
shaker.
Simple.
We got a shaker, which I don't think needs any detail here.
Let's see. Cherry bourbon bitters from Strongwater.
Oh, very nice. This is some bitters if we do a little old-fashioned tonight. So a little cherry bourbon bitters from Strongwater Mountain Elixirs. I don't know how this tastes. We are not endorsed by this company. I just picked these up on Amazon, so we'll see how they taste.
Isn't that from Colorado?
From Colorado. What else do we got?
So next we got Angostura Orange Bitters.
Another classic old-fashioned bitters.
And an essential for an old-fashioned.
Angostura.
I've made many great old-fashions.
Did I tell you that I put it in our other holiday cocktail tonight, a highball. I would throw a dash or two, even for the aromatics.
Let him smell that. Open that and smell those cherry bourbon
Smell
bitters.
that cherry.
Smell it, put it up to your nostrils, and just take in the essence.
Oh, I like this. A perfect compliment to your Manhattan.
Oh.
That's a good cocktail that we've not talked about.
That would make
A
sense.
nice Manhattan or even a sidecar.
A few people in the chat. Miguel says cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, Miguel.
Shelly says hi, guys. Hi, Shelly. Welcome to the
Howdy, Shelley.
chat. And Safi as well. Welcome to
Howdy,
the show.
Safi.
Thanks for joining us on this fine Friday evening.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about these cherry bitters.
Yeah.
I'd wear it as a cologne.
Oh, yeah.
I would dash a couple of dashes.
I
does
think
smell
there's a
good.
depth in that's going to really amp up these cocktails.
There,
I'm excited about that.
I would want to smell like this.
Yeah.
Like cherries?
Cherry
Like
bourbon.
this.
It's got a little bit of cinnamon
Let me smell that
spice.
again.
That's special.
I did have a good smell earlier, but let me
It's
smell
really
again.
good.
All right, so I'm going to
really
start
good.
us off. I'm going to start us off. James, if you would start by starting the basics of a good old fashioned here. I know you want to talk about the old fashioned.
Yeah,
And
so
that's a good process. I'm going to start the B conversation, which is our blind ginger ale tasting.
oh wow. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about simple syrup.
Talk about it.
So simple syrup, and just for the show tonight, we bought simple syrup.
It's really good.
Simple
That's a good
syrup
one.
is called that for a reason because it's one of the most simplest things to make.
It is very simple.
You don't.
Water and sugar.
It's water and
Sugar. Water and sugar.
And it's basically hot water. You can just get some hot water on the stove.
We'll mix
And
it.
is it 3-to-1? 3 or is it?
I believe 3-to-1.
I'm gonna turn to Google because
Maybe
I forgot.
no. One. Maybe it's 4-to-1.
Yeah. Hold on here. What's the simple syrup ratio? If someone in the chat knows,
I bet you it's 3-to-1.
I think it's 3-to-1. Wow. So some people, apparently it's like a big argument. Some people say equal parts sugar and water.
Oh, I see that 1-to-1. I don't know. That doesn't make...
1 part sugar to 1 part water. 1-to-1.
There's also 2-to-1.
And 2-to-1 what? Sugar, water?
Sugar to
2
water.
parts sugar to 1 part water. That's for rich, simple syrup. This is just standard simple. If you have extra time, make it yourself, or just get this bottle at your local liquor store.
For
It's
$1.99.
Yeah, it's like $2. It's
Totally
ready to
worth
go.
it.
It lasts months.
And you know the ratio is there.
You know what you need. And with this,
Good old Great Value, is that what that is?
it's not Walmart Great Value, and it
What is the brand though?
Yeah, what is the brand?
this is Master of Mixes.
Master
There you
of
go,
Mixes.
Master of Mixes.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, at your local
There you
liquor
go.
store
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
place of booze. Yeah.
All right, so
Master
I
of
brought you
Mixes.
your number 1 ginger ale.
Oh, this is the number 1 taste test. So why don't you talk
Number
about
1.
what we're doing with these?
So listen, as I said at the beginning here, you can pick a great whiskey, but a highball, which is a super easy holiday cocktail, it is 1 part whiskey, 2 parts ginger ale. But you could ruin a good highball with bad ginger ale. You could choose bad ginger ale, like Dr. Thunder. No offense, Sam Walton, but Dr. Thunder is not what I'm picking to mix my cocktails.
Dr. Thunder is Dr. Pepper.
Well, they make
A generic.
They make Mountain Thunder, and they make
What do-
Ginger Thunder.
What do you think ginger is? Ginger refresh?
Hey,
So
don't you badmouth Safeway brand.
back on topic, you bought 3 different brands.
I bought 4 different brands.
Ooh.
I bought. I'm not going to tell you what I bought. We're going to talk about it, but here's number 1. Give it. It's light in color, effervescent, and smells like ginger.
Okay.
Okay, here's our number 1. Here we go. Yeah, this is terrible.
You don't like it?
I'm not a big fan either.
This is like probably the cheapest one you got. The generic, something from a 3-liter, 2-liter. This is like
I mean, everything I bought came in a 2-liter, but that doesn't make it bad.
I think a lot of ginger ale tastes the same, to be honest.
no, this is bad. What can you
Kinda
give it?
tastes
Can
like
you?
meat.
Do we have to guess the brand, or are you going to give us 4 brand options?
I think
I'm
this
gonna
might be
give
Dr. Thunder.
I'm going to give you 4 brands options.
Okay.
And then you're going to pick your favorite number, and then we'll do a reveal.
Okay. So what are the 4 choices?
I'm not telling you yet.
Oh, so you want us to try all 4 first?
Yeah, and then you're going to pick a number, and then I'm going to reveal the number that you picked.
Is that the best way to do it though? Because I can
It's
tell you
fine.
like what I guess, but I don't know a lot of ginger ale brands.
You don't need to know. You just need to pick
I just-
a number.
I just
You
need to
just
know
say,
what I
you
don't
pick-
like.
I like number 2.
Yeah, you-
I like
Ah,
number
You
okay.
like 1, 2, or 3, or 4.
Got
It's
it.
obvious you don't like number 1.
Yeah, this is thin, just hot garbage.
I agree. It's not very good.
This is not a good ginger ale.
Is it supposed to be cold or warm?
Well, it's a little chilled. It's a little under room.
No, but still, if it was a good ginger ale, even if
wouldn't
it was
matter.
room temp, it would be like, whoa.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, so this is garbage.
All right, you can continue with your old-fashioned story.
So,
Start mixing.
he's going to go off and do some ginger ales. I'm going to start us on an old-fashioned.
Do it.
Zach, I'm going to ask you a big favor.
Yeah.
If you could fill our mixing vessel with some ice. Here's a beautiful mixing vessel we have today. We have ice in the cooler. If you could throw a little bit of ice in there for us. And we will get an old-fashioned going.
Ice coming up, boss.
BJ, I have the world's biggest favor while you're in there. Can you get 3 of the rocks glasses out of the glass case?
They're on their way.
Thank you. Haven't gotten to the chat, so let me get to the chat here. BJ, we got some chat questions. Says, what's with the scarf? Are you trying to hide hickeys from your girlfriend?
Whoa.
No comment. Safi says, have you tried non-alcoholic spirits? I'll send you DM on IG. Yeah, let us know. We have not. I don't think any of us had.
The
Yeah.
scarf is simply a nice holiday theme.
Ah.
It's just a nice holiday theme.
It's a little cold outside, too.
You know, it's a little chilly.
You know?
I'm wearing the sweater.
Gonna warm
You
the
know,
neck.
I thought this was, a little festive. But if they don't like the scarf, I can remove it. Look, it's that easy. But then I got all this chest hair popping out. No gold medallion. I feel a little naked without my good gold medallion.
I wish I had a gold medallion.
I would love a
The
gold
big
medallion.
one. Like,
All we
where
want for
you
Christmas
gotta be a
is
son.
Barrel Buddies gold medallions.
Gotta be a son to have the gold medallion, right?
I mean,
So I can sip out of it. I want to be able to hold my gold medallion up and be like, yes,
Looking trash. Magical trash.
Yum, 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 yum.
okay. Off topic. Jesus.
Continue.
So here's the thing. Patrick Curry says, Barrel Buddies! Patrick, how you doing, bud? So I have an amazing, if you're making cocktails at home, and I know this is tough to see, the OXO brand, OXO, however you want to pronounce it. This is a jigger, as they call it in the bartender industry. You have your measurements inside the apparatus that has up to 2 ounces and 4 tablespoons. I love making cocktails out of this little thing.
That way you're not using a shot glass.
Yeah, you're not
Right,
using
to
a
measure.
shot glass to measure. And 2 ounces, I mean, that's pretty much the standard in all pours. But if you need to do a little bit more exact, you can get way down in there in your details, right? So I love this little sucker.
And
And
that's
that's,
for, what, about $5 on
yeah,
Amazon?
they're pretty cheap. You can find them on Amazon. One of these days we'll get a referral link so you can, throw us like 10 cents out of every 2 people that buy one. We get 10 cents, which, means the world to us. Safi says, BJ, you're dressing like Frosty with that scarf. It's very holiday appropriate. So
I was telling him I was gonna wear my Krampus.
And I'm going to
sweater.
tell you right now that of all
I
the
missed
people who
out.
know, I think Safi knows.
what's that? That it's Frosty?
I think she knows fashion.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
You're very
great.
fashion forward.
So back to, there's 2 ways I'm going to make an old fashioned for you guys tonight. So number 1, we're going to do a traditional, very quick old fashioned, right? So first thing you need to do, Zach was very kind here, was ice. So we need to fill up your old fashioned glass. So this is what I consider an old fashioned, which is like a rocks glass.
Mm-hmm.
Most of you have probably this common size at home, I would hope. So there you go. Fill it to the top with ice because we're putting some room temperature alcohol in it and liquids and
What kind of glass is that called again?
just a rocks glass.
Rocks
Just a
glass?
standard rocks glass. So
For the viewers,
yeah, for the viewers. For the
Ooh, what do we
kids.
got next?
Okay. I'm gonna.
Mystery ginger ale number 2.
Oh, with a little ice cube in
Well,
there.
you guys were talking about keeping it chill.
I was curious. I didn't know how the cocktail was supposed to be.
Why don't we talk about?
Frosty.
Do you want to talk about that one, or what do you want to do?
No. I want you to try it.
All right. Zach, try it and give us your opinion.
I think I know which one this is.
All right. Don't say anything.
That's very gingery.
I actually like this.
It's good.
Super refreshing, very gingery, very ginger forward, like fresh ginger, like the root,
Yeah, ginger. Yeah.
like
Because like when I think
Spice.
of like ginger ale,
it's
like
almost spicy.
yeah, that actually tastes like ginger. So I've always wondered, like ginger ale, why does it not taste like ginger? It
This one
tastes
does.
like this one tastes like ginger.
Tastes like sugar.
And ginger. I like it.
It's sugared ginger.
Naturally.
Yeah, this is good. I like this. This is number 2
Curious what James is going
for
to
the most
say.
keeping score.
Ooh, this tastes very
That's a
artisanal. This is very
gingery. That mic level went up to freaking red.
What are you killing the mic for?
That was red mic level slurping. Don't you hate that when people do that in the office?
So
This is a tasting and unveiling show, not ASMR.
this is better. Okay. So let me show the camera. So
and there's a little spice
it's
to it.
what's
Yeah.
kind of weird though. So this has more of an authentic ginger, and he put an ice cube in there. So
It's very clear too.
It's very clear. So to me, I think I know what this is, and I think it's. I want to. Can I say what I think it is?
Sure.
I think this is the Fever Tree brand ginger ale.
Okay.
For our friends out there that know Fever Tree, the brand. Shout out to Fever Tree. We need endorsements and deals. Fever Tree, hit us up because I'm sure nobody from Fever Tree is watching. We would love a Fever Tree deal. I think this tastes like Fever Tree, and I like this.
Is it
I
Fever
really
Tree?
like this one.
Okay.
Oh, you can't tell. You can't say.
I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you.
You're doing the
Pick number
reveal.
You like when we do the 4, and then we'll do a reveal, and then we'll pour a cocktail.
All right. Back to our simple syrup. You take your little doodad. We're going to do 1 ounce. So in there you can see 1 ounce. 1 ounce of simple syrup to do a little squirt.
Squirt, squirt. Squirt, squirt, squirt.
There's your ounce of simple in the glass. Boom. And then we need 2 ounces of bourbon. So Zach, if you could be a gent and behind you, pick a bourbon from the cabinet if you want to grab something, or if there's anything within arm's reach. I think might be an Elijah Craig to your left.
Let's see here. Let's go bourbon shopping.
Anything, open the shelf here. Open the shelf.
Oh, there's a William LaRue Weller.
Yeah,
Use that, no.
Just grab something from in there. Elijah Craig, something bottom shelf. Not bottom shelf tasting, just bottom shelf at your local liquor store.
Let's see. Hang on. Oh.
Hey,
Something that's
not
open.
your dad's.
Anything that's open.
Anything that's open.
Get the not your dad's.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Oh, we're having a lot of technical challenges here,
For it?
friends.
Wait for it. Boy, you don't want a shitty old fashioned now, right?
Zach is like digging. Zach's digging.
Digging.
All right, what do you got here? What do you got?
What about the Elijah Craig?
Yes, hand me Elijah Craig.
It is not open though.
Just hand it to me.
This one's barrel proof.
Fuck, no, we're not doing barrel. Sorry, friends. Oh, here, Zach. Sorry, go to the globe. Go to the globe by the cooler. The globe should have some, what we call guest bourbons.
Lone Whisker.
And our guest bourbons go into cocktails. What's inside the globe that's open?
Ooh, we get a little Russell's Reserve.
Anything, just grab something.
Russell's would be good. Do the Lone Whisker.
We're not doing a Lone Whisker Old Fashioned.
I think we should.
Oh, good choice. So Mr. Zach picked some. This is a 10-year Russell's Reserve. Some people would kill us for putting a 10-year in an Old Fashioned, but
not a fellow barrel buddy.
this is YouTube, so I don't care. So then you get 2 ounces of Russell's, 2 ounces of the Russell's. So there's the 2 ounces, right? 2 ounces goes into your glass
2 ounces of bourbon.
with your simple. You get your. We're gonna do the. We'll do these cherry bourbon bitters, right?
Big fan. Big fan.
And
Big
you're
fan.
just going to. We're gonna do 2
Dash.
2 dashes. 1,
Dash,
2,
dash,
we'll do
dash.
3 because I like the little
Extra cherry in there.
And then just take your mixing. You don't have to have one of these, but this is like bartender's
The swivel
stir, and just do a little.
If you're gonna do it right, get the swivel spoon.
Feel authentic.
Very authentic here, and just get it cold. You really just want to get it cold because that bourbon was room temp, the simple was room temp, so this little.
Now, the fun thing that you are also doing, you should talk to the viewers about, is that when you're swizzling it around, you're diluting the bourbon a little bit. You're opening up. You talk about cutting bourbon. He's essentially cutting the bourbon by diluting it, really opening everything up so that it mixes correctly, and so you get a nice, well-mixed cocktail, something that doesn't bite you in the face, but that is even all the way through.
Absolutely.
Great, and then of course 1 Luxardo cherry. Look at these suckers.
Not a maraschino cherry.
These are not a
Luxardo.
maraschino. These are
They maraschino,
Luxardo.
they're just Luxardo maraschino.
Yeah,
Much better though.
Luxardo cherries.
Yeah, eat one of those and it's like, holy man.
1 is just going in the drink because I don't have any of my sticks here to put it on, so that's just going in the cocktail.
So how are you gonna retrieve the cherry?
You just fucking
You're like an animal, like an
last
ape,
sip.
and stick your fingers in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
here we go. That's it, friends. So,
Yeah, can't make it.
bottoms up. Let me show the end result. That looks like a beautiful old fashioned, right? Like beautiful. Beautiful.
Great,
Good
Beautiful.
sipping cocktail.
So do we all make our own old fashions?
I'm going to pass it around and let you try it.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
Very COVID friendly.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's alcohol. This kills anything.
Okay. Those bitters.
Yeah, those bitters are over the top.
I like that better than the.
Angostura?
So
Yes,
in
It's
retrospect, I should have pulled back a little bit on the simple. I went 1 ounce. I probably should have went half an ounce. But I think that's just me. It's a little sweet.
It is a little sweet, yeah.
But I think
Tastes good, though.
that'll open it up once you get going in there a little bit.
Okay, that's tasty. I agree. You should have cut back on the simple a little bit.
Yeah.
But as that melts off a little bit, it's
Yeah.
going to be a real quality. This is a good quality sipping cocktail.
Yeah.
That's great.
Get into the chat a little bit. Chris Conrad says, "Gotta love the old fashioned." Thank you very much.
There it is.
So what Shelly says, what do you do for ice so it doesn't have a bad taste that affects the drink? Wow. So fridge ice, the infamous stinky fridge ice. I think that's what you're asking, Shelly.
Buy your own ice. Buy ice when you come. Or Shelly, what I always do before a party, or if I'm going to be serving everything, day of, the morning of, I empty all of my fridge ice out, and I make sure that everything that gets made is fresh.
It's old ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Old ice is stinky.
Old ice is stinky ice. Just make new ice. Stachel says, live on a Friday. Yeah, buddy. Cheers.
Woo!
Hope you're having a beverage with us.
That was Boston.
Yeah. And then Chris Conrad says, try an old fashioned with rye. It'll change your life. Absolutely, it will.
Agreed.
I agree with that assessment.
All right,
Number three, ginger ale.
Ginger ale number 3 here.
I like this color. This is a little bit darker than 1 and 2.
Your hint is this should be very familiar.
Oh yeah, it is. This is my guy. This is my guy.
This probably is your guy. You probably know this.
Little Schweppes.
I'm going to tell you right now that this is what makes you feel better when you're sick.
That's good. That is good.
That's a make you feel better when you're sick ginger ale.
That's tasty.
That was number 3.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 1, 2. You've had 1, which we didn't like, 2, which you did like, 3, which you liked. Now for number 4.
Just a fight between 2 and 3 right now.
Well, I'm about ready to make that fight non-existent.
Woo! So do you want me to guess like what I thought that was?
Sure, tell me.
So I think that was Canada Dry because I love Canada Dry ginger ale. It could have been Seagram's if he tried to pull a fast one on us.
What about a Schweppes?
It could have been Schweppes is. I think he's getting Schweppes right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think this is Schweppes.
I don't really have a favorite ginger ale.
Okay.
I don't know. The artisanal one was pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was Fever Tree, and that was tasty because, to your point, it had that authentic ginger taste to it, right?
Yeah.
Which I think when you make a cocktail and it has that kind of element of a really good show our friends the old fashioned we made out there.
You want to make me an old fashioned?
I can make you an old fashioned.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
great.
feel like a big piece of shit here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make Zach a quick one, but here's what we're gonna do with Zach's friends. We're gonna make. Let's get Zach an old fashioned. We are going to use, instead of simple syrup, we have Proof old fashioned cocktail syrup. Which, what's great about Proof, you just mix 2 ounces of bourbon with a ½ ounce of this stuff, and you got an old fashioned. So it's fantastic.
This, I was eyeing that. I was really.
Do we have any ryes in the guest bourbons? We're gonna have Zach check while I put this together. So we need what do we need?
All right.
A ½ ounce of the
While
Proof.
you put that together, I also want you to give that a taste. Number 4.
Oh, no, I can't drink that.
Number 4.
It's a ½ ounce of the Proof.
The
We're
only
actually gonna go a
rye that I
full
see in here is
ounce.
the
Oh, and then
Senator,
2
but
ounces.
The Senator could be
Dude,
good.
the Senator could be really good
Do it.
in an old fashioned. I'm telling you.
You have cask strength Clyde?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
That's a big
It's really good. All right, so we're gonna put. Ooh, Christ! We're gonna put some Senator.
This is the one that we gave like ones, like one
Barrel
for taste,
proof,
one
and
for
this is
smell,
a rye.
one
So it's
for
a
value.
rye.
1.
And I'm going to get 2 ounces of this for Mr. Zach here.
Hope it doesn't ruin it.
I don't think so. I actually think it's going to be real tasty.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to be like, he's like a nice guy. I think you're really going to like
Hey, another
this.
Senator.
Yeah.
That's me going,
Alright.
hey guys, you know.
And then here we go, little
So about this Senator.
cherry bourbon bitters. Do you want cherry or do you want Angostura orange?
Cherry.
All right.
I haven't had cherry before.
So we're going to do 3 little dribs of that. We're going to do a little stir for him here.
Would you ever want to shake an old fashioned?
You don't shake an old. You don't,
And why? Why?
because it aerates the drink first of all, and you're not making a margarita. And you just always stir. I mean, I'm sure there's some bartender can come on the show here and correct me, but you're not aerating and making a frothy drink, so you're not shaking it.
I was gonna say every time that I've had an old fashioned at a bar or at a friend's
Well,
house.
then they've made it wrong.
It's always been no. I'm not saying it's been shaken. It's always been stirred.
All right, I'm gonna give a taste
Try your
test.
ginger.
Oh, mother. That's better than mine.
Really?
It's better than mine, hands down. It's better than mine, times a million.
It's a spicy old fashioned.
Yeah, because of the rye. Because of the rye.
Huh. That is interesting. I
That is
enjoy.
super tasty. I love this color. So he brought another ginger ale. Look at that color.
Try that rye old fashioned.
I bet you it's tasty.
Interesting.
I like the the scent is great. And you use the old fashioned syrup on this?
I used the proof old fashioned syrup.
Oh.
And this is the Senator. This is that super intense whiskey that we had a couple weeks ago.
The Senator is perfect for old fashions because it really stands up to everything else.
Oh, here's the Schweppes.
This is great.
So you like Schweppes, eh?
Now this is weird though because this tastes like it has vanilla in it.
Vanilla Schweppes.
No, this is not ginger ale. I don't think this. I think he tried to pull a fast one on us and put in a non-ginger ale.
Did I? I don't think so.
Or this is just a sad attempt at a really poor. This almost tastes like a cream soda. Like this has like a cream soda.
It does taste like cream soda. Holy shit.
I don't know why.
I was wondering. I was like, it's a very sugary.
It's a great color, but I think he's trying to pull a fast one on us and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna give these jamokes a cream soda and have them say it's a Schweppes." And I just.
I have no idea.
It doesn't smell like a ginger ale. Yeah, it tastes too much like a cream soda to me.
It's
I mean,
very
maybe I'm wrong.
It's very sugary.
So think about it. You've had 4 now.
I have had 4.
You had 1.
One was
2,
terrible.
3, and now 4.
2 was better. 2 was the Fever Tree, which I thought. 3 was definitely Canada Dry. This one, I'm on the fence because it's cream soda, and that's my 4 right there.
Could be
So what's your
verdant.
favorite?
The Canada. I like that Fever Tree. I like that number 2, and then I'd say the Canada Dry, and then I actually like this. This could be good in some cocktails. I'd go this for the 3, and that first one was just hot garbage.
Perfect. Zach?
Yeah, the first one was very plain and kind of meh.
Yeah.
I did like number 2 actually better.
You like number 2 the best?
Number 2 is the best. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate to copy James, but 2, 3, 4, and 1.
Okay. Reveal time.
All right.
Number 1. Schweppes.
Oh!
Schweppes?
Wow. Here, let me grab the bottle
The
from
Schweppes.
you.
And I thought it was terrible.
Number
I
1 was
agree.
the Schweppes?
This was terrible.
The worst one we had. It
Yeah,
was
this was
terrible.
awful. Natural ginger flavor with other natural
No,
flavors.
I thought it was gross, and it's the most unnatural tasting of the 4.
Yeah, it's very unnatural. Okay.
Plain.
All right, number 2, you are very close. They were out of Fever Tree, so I had to go with the other artisanal brand, which is Q Spectacular.
Ah, no, this one had quite the authentic ginger
It's
taste.
very gingery.
Yeah, if you've never had like something like that, go out and get it.
It's like Fever Tree. Fever Tree's good.
It's a different
Q
taste.
Spectacular.
I've never had ginger ale that tastes like natural ginger.
There you go.
I'm
Really
gonna
good.
see
I
that
enjoyed
Q.
it.
It's got like a little.
What is that noise?
Oh, it's the Monkey General.
Oh, you're hitting Monkey General.
And
So
you.
this is what is this
Monkey
called
General.
again? By
Q
Q.
Spectacular.
I've never heard of
Q
this.
Spectacular.
It's like this. It's like the generic version of Fever Tree.
That's cool.
Number 3, James, you were spot on, and I told you it should be very familiar. it's what your parents gave you when you had the flu as a kid.
Yes.
Canada Dry.
And it's
baby.
solid. So one thing I noticed in trying all 3 of these is that the Canada Dry was a bit sweet.
Very well. It's supposed to be not too sweet, but
Yeah, but nah, I was kind of mad on it. I like it. I still love it. I mean, it's still Canada Dry. It's like one of my favorites.
and finally, your trick here: the oldest ginger soda
Dr.
produced-
Thunder.
produced in America, Flint, Michigan, 1866
Wow.
is when they first started producing it.
Wow.
Is Werner's
Wow.
original ginger soda.
And
which I highly recommend. It's my favorite.
Ginger
Yeah,
ale
so
or
I
ginger
really
soda?
this threw me for a loop. There's Werner's. I didn't get a lot of ginger on this, but I got a lot of vanilla.
It's aged in vanilla, bourbon barrels. That's a barrel-aged ginger ale.
That's why it tastes like.
Yeah,
And you do get, there's a lot of
very
Madagascar
interesting.
vanilla in that. To me, this is the taste of the holidays, and it's a Michigan original since 1866.
That's probably why I hate it, but okay.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Ohio.
James hates
Yeah.
old shit.
All right, so now it's my turn to make a cocktail.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make for you the classic highball as we move to close the show. So this is really easy. You need a highball glass. We had rocks glasses before. What you have here are the tall skinny glasses. These are highball glasses. And the classic highball is just 1 part whiskey to 2 parts ginger ale. So I would use the jigger here. What do you guys want to do? The Senator or the Russells?
You want to do a rye or a bourbon? I mean, it depends on what you want to do here.
I kind of want to use the Senator.
Use the Senator.
I think that will stand up really well.
Check what I bought in the
the
bag, by the
very,
way.
very-
Why don't we do this reveal on the show before you finish? Well, no, finish your drink, and then we'll talk about what's in that bag.
Are you guys going to be wanting a highball?
No, I'm good. Just make one.
Okay.
For now. I mean, after the show.
I should
After
have
the
it.
show antics.
I'll have a highball.
I'll have a highball.
Yeah, why not?
Give me a highball.
Give me a highball.
And to me, for my family, it's not Christmas if the highball is not made with a little Werner's.
Oh, that's quite
wow.
the pour. You're going to spill that everywhere.
No, it's a perfect
So it's
pour. Look
ginger
at it.
ale.
Do you need a little mixer?
Yeah. You give it a
Stir.
little.
All right.
Very nice.
There you go.
And voila, you have the holiday highball.
Oh, yeah, here, let me put that on camera here. Get a little closer for everyone to see right over the laptop there. There we go.
Little Werner's, little Senator.
That's very simple. Little just cheers,
Listen,
gents. We
I'm
all
going to
have
tell
a
you right
drink.
now, you make people a highball, they're going to love it. This is the classic whiskey ginger. It's really called a highball, and it's a big holiday favorite in my house.
Cheers, friends. Cheers.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Give that a go. We tried the Senator alone. The Senator is a mixing whiskey.
Yeah, so this was that 6-year
Very nice.
Senator that has a lot of
Heat.
and just sadness.
Yeah,
You can
it's
see
hot.
our last show.
Yeah, drinking that neat, you get a lot of heat.
Wow.
And that rhymes.
You're a poet and you didn't know it.
That rhymes.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's pretty tasty.
Well, from our house to yours, happy holidays. We're going to be back next week with another special cocktail show. We're going to teach you 2 more cocktails.
Yeah.
And for now, we're going to let you go and be with your families as you should during this time of year. Anything left over in the chat there?
The chat's pretty quiet. Everyone, if you have any questions, now's the time. We got a couple minutes here. We can chat with some the chat. So why don't we talk about what's in the bag?
What is in the bag?
Because the Senator wasn't enough, he went for the Justice.
And why don't you read some details, though? What is that?
The Justice Barrel Proof. It's 16 years, 51%, straight bourbon whiskey. Whew! 84% corn, 8% rye, and 8% malted barley for the mash bill. Distilled in Tennessee, aged a minimum of 14 years in new charred oak barrels out of Proof and Wood Ventures in Bardstown, Kentucky.
So is the Justice related to the Senator in any
It
way?
is.
It is.
Okay, so is it the barrel proof?
This is the
version?
big dog. Very hard to get.
Holy I'm going to watch my language.
It's
The big
pres-
dog.
it's-
That's the one that's hard to get. Are
The
you kidding?
Justice, and then this one's not
This
even
is the one
fine.
that's difficult
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get.
the president.
The presidential.
Oh!
Presidential dram.
Ugh.
Barrel proof.
Yep.
The presidential dram. Aged at least 1 term, 4 years.
Yeah.
Proudly made in the USA. Again, this is Bardstown, and this is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. So this one's even younger than the Senator. The Justice is very old. Presidential dram, very young.
And we'll have a show on these soon enough, but I just wanted to show these off because they're
Probably
very difficult
on.
to get a hold of.
We should do it on confirmation day? I don't know.
Oh, the 21st?
Yeah, we could do that
21st
on
of Jan?
That could be
Jan 20th.
Yeah.
Maybe Jan 21st.
That could be a good show.
Yeah, very presidential, very patriotic.
Yeah.
Right, so, what do you think?
I think this was great, and it was a great show.
This was a
So
fun show. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week, friends. We appreciate you
What
all
night are
joining
we doing the
us.
show next week?
Not
Friday.
No, didn't we float Wednesday? We'll do a Wednesday show.
We floated a Wednesday show.
Possibly Wednesday? Yeah, I'm down for
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
How about the Nog on Wednesday?
Nog
We
on
do
Wednesday.
a Nog show.
We should do some Nog.
So we can do a preview of the Nog
Oh,
before we
preview
actually
the Nog
do the
tonight.
Nog. Yeah.
We're gonna preview the Nog tonight, and then
Zach's
I'll
Nectar of the
bring.
Gods.
Zach's Nectar of the Gods.
We can do Ellis
I
Island
made a
Nog,
Nog.
Zach's Nog, Zach's special man Nog,
Yeah.
and then
Nectar of the Gods Nog.
And then the third Nog
I
will
don't
be
like the
like
way you say that.
classic, like Anderson Dairy, like local Nevada.
Oh, just out of
Nevada
Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could do the Pennsylvania Dutch Nog.
Also, Jack Daniels makes like a
That sounds awesome.
mass-produced Nog.
You
Yeah.
can do a little Nog off.
The Nog off.
The Nog off.
Use your noggin.
Use your noggin.
Use your noggin as
Yeah.
we drink the Nogs. I think we definitely should have a Nog show next.
So no cocktails. We'll do Nog. Holiday
Yeah.
Nog.
We'll
A
do
very,
holiday Nog, but-
Very
Nog show.
holiday barrel buddies.
But you'll be mixing. We can mix bourbons and Nogs,
That's
so we can
what we
talk
do.
about some different bourbons. We can do a few samples.
Well, the Nog, well, the bourbon should already come in the Nog.
If you've done it.
I mean, not Anderson's Dairy, obviously.
Right.
But, yeah.
I mean, those are some drunk cows.
That's the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
I'm Zach.
And I'm BJ.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers.
We love you.
Have a good night.
Have a great night, everybody.
Evening, y'all.